Hello Stockage users. So this video is going to talk about a most important feature of Stockage, right? Now before I get inside that feature, let me ask you a simple question. If I give you an opportunity to know what Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is doing, what Radhakishan Damani is doing, what other big investors like Ashish Dhawan is doing in market, what stocks they are invested, which stock they are getting out, and the data, not just the current data, but the data of last 5 years, would you be excited to get that data? The answer is obviously yes. Now, there is a form of investing which is quite prevalent in Indian market right now, and that's called clone investing. It's very simple. You just clone what the bigger guys are doing. Now, as I said in one of my videos that the data collection process in Indian market, it still needs to reach to an automatization level. So what we have done, there were a lot of errors of data which is available in the market. So what we have done is we have given you an opportunity to create investor groups. And not just to create an investor group, this app through its artificial intelligence is going to recommend you, is going to suggest you the names of the investor which may be relevant for your investor. For example, let us form a group called Rakesh. Before that, let me just delete my group which is there. So let me delete this group and let me delete the other one which I already have. Right, so it's very simple to delete the groups. Let me add a group called Rakesh Rakesh Jain. Right, so the group is Rakesh JH. So I already have a group called Rakesh Jhunjhunwala with 50 investors, but let's not focus there. So this new group Rakesh JH has 0 investors, right? Let me add a couple of investors here which I know for sure. So the first investor is obviously Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Now if I add, I'm not sure whether Dr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is relevant, so I've added these guys because these entries definitely seems like it's a Rakesh Jhunjhunwala and related entries, right? So we have just added 7 names in this particular group. Now there may be smarter guys who knows all the names which is relevant, but you don't know those names. So what do? So you just press plus and you see there are some suggested investor names which this app itself is giving to you. So you may like to add this. You're not sure about Dr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. You may like to add these names because you also know that these are the names which are related to Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. So the suggestion which we are giving is artificial intelligence which we run on our backend, and we try to calculate the probability and see whether any number relates or any name relates to the group which you have just created. Again, when we go back to the investor group watch, and again if you try to add Rakesh Jhunjhunwala name, it will suggest you further names. So what we have done for the ease of bandwidth uniformity, we are recommending you 5 names at every recommendation, right? Now suppose in my Rakesh Jhunjhunwala I have 50 investor names in the who's related to Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, which is already capped in with Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Now the informations which I get out of those names is the bull deal, the block deals which is related to any of those entries in the group, and the insider trade which is related to any of those entries in the group. The beauty of this consolidation is you get the shareholding as well at a consolidated level. So Aptech, you know, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is holding almost 45.85% share, and these are the various names on the basis of this the company is holding, the Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is holding the Aptech shares. You can actually navigate deep inside further and see the Aptech stock and see on the promoter side, these are the names which is there, and this information you get from 2011 onwards, where you can see on at that particular point of time who were the shareholders in Aptech and what is the shareholding of Aptech as on current. So you can do a comparative analysis of who were there earlier and who is there right now. So this group, investor group, is just a starting point of the basic information which you are accumulating properly. And then in the further versions of Stockage, you will get fantastic data visualization which will support you, which will help you to take some sensible decision with respect to your investor, favorite investor, whether he is actually quitting the particular stock or he is still retained in that particular stock. And you can actually think about continuing investing in that stock based on the rockstar investor whom you are following. I think it's a great tool. It has taken a lot of time for us to develop this tool, and I would recommend everyone to make that group, to follow your investors, and to enjoy the privilege of creating wealth from equity investments in India.